Welcome to the Unfuck Your Fitness podcast. I am your host, Christy Castillo, and I'm here to give you real talk and cut the BS so you can actually enjoy building a body you love. I'm a personal trainer obsessed with giving you simple action steps to take you from feeling stuck to feeling sexy. Let's go. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to today's episode. Today's topic isn't that sexy, but I like it. And I think you're going to learn a lot and I think you're going to benefit from it. I know you are, so I'm excited. Today we're going to be talking about why your fitness journey is going to take a little bit longer than you want it to. I know that's not what you want to hear. It's not sexy, but I'm here to unfuck your fitness, and that means telling you the truth. And so here we are. I said it. Your fitness journey is going to take longer than you want it to. I mean, I guess in reality, you probably already know that because here you are, right? We're on a fitness journey and it's taken a freaking long time. I can relate. So I guess it's not really something that's an aha moment, but at the same time, I think we are still so stuck in this instant gratification, instant results. You know, we want to see things done faster, obviously. You think you're failing when you're not losing weight at the rate that you want to, XYZ, whatever the reason is. And so we get frustrated. So I just want to talk about that because I have so many clients that come to me a couple weeks into the program and they're frustrated because they're not losing weight fast enough, or, you know, they're just not making the progress that they thought they would see at the speed that they would see it at. And that comes from a few different reasons. I think that wanting to see results in a certain time frame or at a certain speed, I don't know exactly where that comes from. I don't know. I mean, I guess there are programs that are like, you'll see, you know, lose X amount of pounds in X amount of days, which is crazy. So there are definitely standards out there that have been set. But I also think that a lot of that comes from comparison. It's comparing to your friends' journeys or just someone that you've heard of that, you know, tried a program, tried to cut calories, cut carbs, Weight Watchers, whatever said diet, and they saw a certain result in a certain amount of time. And so you thought you would join and you didn't, your journey was not the same. It was not what you wanted it to be. And that starts that negative cycle of nothing's going to work for me. This didn't work for me. I also think that just in the society right now of such a quick fix platform that surrounds us in the fitness industry, there's so much money to be made from making you think that their shit works. You know, whatever they're selling, whatever product you see. I saw a product actually just this morning come across my Instagram stories, and I actually reposted it on my stories, but it said something about like burning fat at night. I don't remember what the supplement was called, but it was marketed to make you believe that like burning fat at night could only be done like with this supplement. And basically what the supplement was just magnesium and melatonin to help you sleep better, hence the night. And then it was L-carnitine to make you, you know, quote unquote, burn fat, which you can take. It's just ridiculous. The way that things are marketed, that frustrates me. I mean, you heard me get frustrated there. That frustrates me because people think, oh my God, burning fat at night, like that's amazing. I'll get even more results if I'm burning fat while I'm sleeping. How amazing. And it's like, you can take L-carnitine. Your body makes L-carnitine. First of all, naturally, you have its own. Your body will use, you know, fat for fuel if that's what you make it do. But your body makes L-carnitine on its own. So if you want to supplement with it, great, but you don't have to just take it at night. You can take it any time of the day. So anyway, I digress. But what I'm saying is there's a bunch of supplements out there that will make you think that you need this to get this result. And you will get it faster than if you don't use this result. And that's not true. So I think comparison and the society that we live in where, you know, it's not sexy to tell people, it's not a huge moneymaker to say, you know, if someone's standing in front of you with a container of a supplement that's like, hey, take this and you will lose 10 pounds in 6 weeks. And someone else is standing in front of you with a piece of paper saying, here's your macros and here's a workout plan. Go eat your macros and, go eat enough calories, go hit your macros and lift some weights. And we can't guarantee you when you'll hit your goal. It's going to take longer than you'd like, but it's worth it. I mean, think about that. Like those are the options right now in the health and fitness industry, which is so crazy because only one works long term. But that's our options. And of course, it's a no-brainer. At first, you're going to go with the easy way out, I guess. And so I think the time frame and the expectations that we have on ourselves and on our fitness journey, we've come by them naturally. I don't want you to think that it's necessarily your fault or that you are doing something wrong or that you're believing something that is completely insane, because it makes sense that we would think that way. And if you haven't had someone in your life until now, insert me, telling you the truth, then it makes sense, that you would fall back on that. In fact, I had a client this morning. She is it's finally clicking for her. Thank goodness that this is going to take a little longer, but also it's been taking her longer to trust me. And so obviously if she would have trusted me right off the bat and, hit her macros and did all of her workouts, it would have happened a little faster. But I think, she's just realizing for herself, which is exactly what it takes, that what she's been doing isn't working, and what she's going to be doing on my program, when she really understands it, is going to work. She just has to unlearn all of the things about, what she's been currently doing. She's just really obsessed right now with a couple different things like fasting and low carb. And it's hard for her to quit that, even though it's starting to make sense for her that I'm saying, stop fasting. If you're not able to eat all of your macros in the day, then stop fasting. You need to eat earlier in the day. And if you're not hitting your carb goal, your body won't have enough energy. Your body will continue to store fat until you eat enough carbs. And so the more I kind of preach that to her, and of course, walk that walk, right? She's understanding it. And so that makes me so happy, but it does take a little bit longer because of what we've already heard. So the reasons why your body will take longer on your fitness journey, I want to dive into a couple different things. Your body, when I talked about maybe a friend of yours doing a certain program and you sign up for it and you try it and your results are not the same. The reasons for that is because, yes, it's the same program that you're doing. Maybe you guys did all the exact same workouts, right? But you can't compare your journey to someone else's. That is an insane thing to do. It's going to be such a letdown for you. Number one, because your starting place is different than anyone else's. Your body is different. Your life is different, right? Your body is different, literally. Like, you're not the same size. You're not the same height. You're not the same weight. You're not the same age. You didn't eat the same foods maybe during that program. Your life is different. Maybe your sleep schedule is different. You don't get enough sleep, or as much sleep, I should say, and that affects everything. Your work schedule is different than anyone else's. Your entire schedule is different than anyone else's. Your stress levels are different than anyone else's. So just because your best friend and you are doing the exact same program, maybe you're even both hitting your macros and doing the workouts. So you're eating different foods. Your starting place was different. Your day to day is different. And that is going to make your results different. It doesn't mean that it's bad. It doesn't mean that it's good. It just means that it is what it is. And you need to keep going and maybe adjust your schedule or adjust your life to get the results maybe faster if you'd like them. But also, there's nothing wrong with this, taking a while, because let's be honest, you've been starting these cycles of low calorie, and next month you're doing a 30-day no carb challenge, and then maybe the next month you're doing a 30-day low fat challenge, and then the next month you're doing keto, so you're doing high fat. You're in this cycle anyway. Like, how many years have you wasted doing these shitty diets that have basically got you in this runaround, right? Where if you would have started on a real weight loss fitness journey, like hitting your macros and lifting weights and drinking your water, going for some occasional walks, if you would have started doing that the same time that you started your cycles of dieting, God, you would have been in such a better place, and it would have taken the same amount of time. So while I'm saying that, like, yes, this does take a while, and yes, it does take a different amount of time than someone else's, God, the time's going to pass anyways. You're either going to be stuck in these diet cycles, giving supplement companies your money, giving coaches that aren't, certified your money, like whatever you're doing, you're just going to keep doing that until you stop. Like, that's really what it's all about. Until you make a choice to be like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to go this route. I trust this person. That makes a lot of sense. I'm going to do that. Right. So that's all it takes to get out of that cycle, is just really noticing that the cycle you're in right now is not working, and then find someone you trust and find a program or a plan that you trust to stop that cycle and start a new one that you know will work. Even if it's going to take a while, it's so worth it. The reason why your results will take a while, I don't even like that as like a title for this. Like, your results are going to take a while. That's just not sexy. Like, who's going to even listen to this? But it is what it is. I just have to be honest on here. Speaking of being honest, when I was making this part of the podcast notes on my computer, I actually teared up. Like, I actually started crying, which, if you know me, I am an emotional being, especially these days, but it really made me sad because the things that and I did actually go on my stories and talk about this a little bit because I just like to be transparent on my social media as well, as much as possible. But it makes me sad that we are encouraged to treat our bodies the way that we're encouraged to treat our bodies. We are encouraged to do all of the things that I've previously mentioned, to cut carbs, to cut fats, to count everything we put in our mouth, to do high fat, to do keto, to track every single morsel of food, to weigh everything, to intermittent fast. And all of these things, mind you, we have no idea why we're doing them, right? Take all the supplements, take all the powders, take the fat burners, take everything. Like, think of all of the ways that you've been beating up your body. Go to the gym 7 days a week, do double days, do cardio in the morning, and do weightlifting at night. Even like that 75 hard, that's really something that you should do with caution. I love it for certain reasons, but like, that's crazy. If you don't have a plan for afterwards and you don't know why you're doing it and it's just an extreme, it just makes me really sad the way that we are encouraged to treat our bodies. Like, think about your body as it's your being. Like, it's literally you. Like, you don't function without your body. You are not a thing without your body. You get one. It's very precious. People love you. And the way that we treat ourselves sometimes is so bad. And I am the worst at treating myself badly sometimes. So I am not yelling at you, but I think that's maybe why it made me so sad as well, is just because, like, damn, I have obviously done these things and I still do. I will still look in the mirror and pick myself apart. And it's like, it's really, really sad. But this is why I do what I do. And this is why I teach what I teach. And sometimes it makes me really sad. It does make me really sad, and it pisses me off. It makes me sad because of the way that we are encouraged to treat our bodies, ourselves, our minds. That's really sad in itself. It also pisses me off because people know better. Like, there are some people that know better and they will still feed you lines of lies, and they will still sell you supplements that are not good for you. Like, that's why I had to get out of Beachbody eventually, is because it didn't align with what I believed. I don't believe that you need any of that to succeed. Not that it's a total bad product or anything. And I would say the same for any really product out there. You don't need it, but I want to make sure that what I do put in my body and what I do tell my ladies to put in their bodies is good quality, good for them. And it makes me really upset that so much of what is taught is not necessary. And it's just a flat out lie. And it's just to take your money. And so it makes me really mad when I see things on social media, and sometimes I'll go on little rants about it, but it also makes me really sad. There's a fine line there. I can switch back and forth pretty quickly. So why? Why will your results take a while? And I really want you to sit on this and settle on this and think about this, because this is the honest to God truth. I know it's frustrating when you start a journey and you don't see results right away. I know that is so frustrating, but it's because of how you have treated your body up until now. It all matters. All of the diets, all of the ways you've treated your body doesn't trust you, point blank. You've starved it. You have overfed it. You have cut carbs, its energy source. You have cut fats. You have cut calories, period. Its energy source. You have only fed it certain times of the day. You have rewarded yourself with food. You have treated yourself like you're not worth energy. You have overworked yourself. You have, you're running and running and running on the treadmill and then not eating anything afterwards. Like, you're treating your body terribly for years upon years. Let's say I did that until I was almost 30. So 30 years of course, okay, some of that's my childhood, whatever. But let's say up until the age of 30 or whatever, I mean, it starts pretty young. Let's be real. It started in like high school. So I don't know, let's say 10 years minimum of treating your body like that. Your body doesn't trust you. So when you come to me, let's say you come to me and you learn how to hit your macros and you learn how to lift weights and you are understanding, right, that all of this is going to help your metabolism and it's going to help your hormones and you're feeling better and you're losing inches and you're gaining muscle and you're less bloated and you can see all those non-scale victories, but you might not be seeing the weight loss. And if that's your only goal, I don't like that for you. Let's change that. But it is going to take some time for your body to trust you. All of those diets and things that you've tried and shitty ways that you have treated your body have really, if you think about trauma for your mental state, that's trauma for your body. It has really added up to your body being in a state of kind of a wreck. I mean, you're just in a state of confusion. Your body is really, really confused. And so when you first start even this journey, even though I will stand by this till the day I die, that this is the way to get the body you want. It's the way to feel good, look good, live, thrive, lose the fat, keep it off. But it's going to take time for your body to trust you. It's going to take time to undo the fact that your metabolism has tanked right now. That's going to take a couple of years of consistency, feeding your body, doing the right things, movement, gentle movement, albeit if needed. That's going to take some time. You can't expect it to happen overnight. When you've treated your body negatively for 10 years, you can't think in 6 weeks or sometimes even 2 weeks. I have ladies get frustrated. It's going to take longer than 2 weeks to undo 10 years minimum of damage. So think about all the times that you treated your body crappy. Now, also think about that. I can find myself being like, God, why did I do that? Feeling negative about myself. That's not your fault. You didn't know any better. That's fine. It's in the past. Like, think about it, drop it and move on. I don't want you to sit in that negativity, but I just want to make you aware of that's why. That's why, my friend. That's why this is going to take longer because your body doesn't trust you. You have beaten it up for years upon years upon years upon years. And so to think that it's going to take only 2 weeks to see progress or 6 weeks or 8 weeks or 12 or 6 months, you will see progress, most definitely, but it will not be the progress that you want. So to join a program or to, start working out and say, I want to lose, 10 pounds in 6 weeks, that's not up to you. That's not up to you. That's up to your body. And that will be dependent on how you've treated your body up until this point. So I encourage you to start today to just eat more food. This is where you can start, is to just eat more food, because I doubt you're eating enough based on the 95% of women that come to me that are under eating. Stop starving yourself. Eat the carbs, eat the fats, eat the proteins, go for some walks, drink some water. That's it. Be kinder to your body. Get some good sleep. If you are going to take supplements, reach out to me. I will tell you which ones are good. I promise they won't just be ones that I take, or I'm not just going to tell you to take things just to take them. I want them to benefit you. I don't want to waste your money. I don't want them to be chemical-filled products that are going to be worse for you. But I want to encourage you to start taking action today and bettering yourself. And that literally doesn't have to be the all or nothing. You don't have to stop everything you're doing now and completely change. But you will have to change some things. And so just looking at your body as something beautiful, something that you love and cherish and that you need and that you should look after and protect and empower and build and strengthen, that mentality alone will cause you to do things differently. And that can be a huge start in your journey. So I know, again, this wasn't a very sexy topic, but I hope by this point, by the end of this episode, I hope you are understanding why I needed to tell you that. Because I think it really, really matters. I think the knowledge that I give you helps. And I think that the awareness that I give you is all helpful. All of this is helpful in your journey of you understanding why maybe the results take a little bit longer, or why you're seeing the results that you're seeing, and maybe why you're not seeing the results that you're seeing. It's not that you're doing anything wrong. It's just that maybe you have more years to undo, and that's okay. But the sooner you start, the better off you will be. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope it was so helpful. You've got this. There's no need to give up. There's no need to beat yourself up, but we do need to get started soon on a better way of living. I'll talk to you next week. Thanks for listening to today's show. Go ahead and leave a rating and a review. And of course, follow the podcast so you don't miss out on any future episodes. And I would love it so much if you came to connect with me over on Instagram at Christy Castillo Fit. I will see you next time.